Hi y'all, welcome back to the shop. Today what we're doing is we are making a yard game. We got a fun birthday party coming up this Saturday for Warren. We're gonna have some folks over, we have some family coming into town. So Olivia said, you know what would be awesome? We had a cornhole set. Now, cornhole is a little, you've probably all played it, it's a little beanbag toss game, and part of the game is you need two boards with a hole in them to aim the cornhole toss at. So what we're doing today is we're going to make the two cornhole boards that go with the beanbags. What we've got is, the cool thing about this game is you could pretty much put the boards together with stuff you probably already have around the house. The boards themselves are 2 feet by 4 feet, so I've got this 4x4 piece of 3/4 inch plywood that we're going to rip in half and make our cornhole board out of. So the first step is cutting this board in half, and then we'll make the frame. So let's get started by making this cut. So like I said, the first thing we got to do is rip this piece of plywood right down the middle to make our the two board tops. So what I've got here is I've got my straight edge jig lined up on my 2 marks. I've already measured them out and I've clamped them down. Now, if you haven't seen me talk about this before, these straight edge jigs are really easy to make and something great if you got a project where you're going to be making a lot of cuts. It's easy to throw together real quick. This is the one that I still had from the trailer project. So I'm just going to use this real quick and we're going to cut this up. A question mark?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to cut this now, so you might want to cover your ears.
But what do I do with my eyes?
You don't have to look, you can close your eyes. Alright, you ready?
Yeah. You did good on that part.
Thanks, buddy.
Doing good.
Thanks, bud. 9 inches. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to make a 6-inch hole right in the middle of the width here, 9 inches from the top. So I've already got my center mark, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a line all the way down to 9 inches there. So I've got my 9-inch mark. And I've also got both pieces clamped together so I can cut this hole at the same time. So the next thing I need to do is I need to draw a circle that is 6 inches across, which means that it'll be 1, 2, 3 inches taller and 1, 2, 3 inches longer. Alright, so the next thing to do is going to be to drill a hole and then cut this out with my jigsaw. That's not a good baby.
What was it for?
Huh?
What does it mean on the camera?
What's the question mark mean?
I know it means like when you're writing it, but what does it mean like why is it on there?
You know, I really don't know. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is find our middle mark and then use this piece of string as a compass.
Then we're gonna cut a hole right in there, Dad?
Yep, we're going to cut a hole right, we're going to drill a hole and then cut a hole with the jigsaw. It's a little tricky trying to use this string as a compass, but it gets you the idea, and it's easier than freehanding a circle. That's a better circle that I could draw freehand, that's for sure.
Alright.
Ready? I'm gonna tell them about the drill bit. Is that okay? Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is take this 1/2-inch drill bit. We're gonna drill it in here in the top at the and we're gonna make it so the outside of our drill bit touches the outside of our circle on our center line. Oops. You see how it slid there? That way, we get a good, nice circle right on the edge, so we can cut it with the jigsaw. And once again, we're cutting through 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood, so it's a little deeper hole than.
When we make my ninja arm, if our other ninja arm, if we can,
yeah,
make it like different, like it was like stronger.
Okay.
Like a strong star.
Warren, I'm gonna cut this now, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the next thing I do is take my jigsaw, Put it right down in the hole we just made, and I'm going to follow my hole all the way around.
That would make like a good ninja star and we can get...
All right, ready, Warren?
Yeah. Oh, Dad, you're shaking everything. Your drill's not following.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and adjust things then, so I'm not cutting stuff up and sliding things all over the place. Now I'm not getting a good cut, Warren. Why am I not getting a good cut? Do you know?
Oh.
I don't know either. Let's adjust things a little bit and come back through.
This all fell.
Yeah, let's get all of our stuff off of there so we're not destroying our equipment.
Dad, look, Dad. Okay. Yeah, I'll put this over there so it doesn't fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's not the roundest hole I've ever seen, but that'll work.
You can make the two cornhole. Wait, John.
All right, so now that I've got this hole cleaned up, I'm just gonna take this sandpaper and I'm going to clean up both sides of the hole. All right, I'm gonna say that's about as round as it's gonna get. All right, so there you go. I got 2 cornholes. Now it's time to make the frame. Now to make the frame, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut just a box and make 2 sides. So the 2 sides are gonna be 48 inches. And then the tops and bottom of the frame, we're gonna cut to the difference between the width and the width of the 2 boards that make up both sides. So it's gonna be 48 inches by a little less than 24 inches to make up the box that's going to go on the bottom. Now I got all these 2x3s here left over from the frame project on the trailer. So we're going to be using these. According to the measurements I found online, the thickness of the total structure of the board should be about 3 inches anyways. So this plus the 3¼ inches of the decking is going to make almost exactly 3 inches. So I'm going to get started on this. Now remember, the sides are going to be 48, so I need 4 of those, and then the top and bottom are going to be that shorter measurement, and I'm going to need 4 of those as well. All right, so now that we've got the boards for the frame cut, we're going to go ahead and screw all these together. I'm just going to be using these wood screws. I'm not going to pre-drill any of this because it's going to be on the bottom. So let's just get this thing going. I'm going to get my screws started before I go in. Get it lined up using my tabletop or the decking as a straight edge reference, and there we go. That's 1, 2. We'll go ahead and do the bottom. Put the last one up like this, make it a little bit easier to push down. Now you could probably do this whole thing with like any type of fastener you wanted. You can even just do it by clamping and gluing these boards. I don't think this is really important to screw it in. At the end of the day, this is a really easy build, and I don't think you should aim for it to be any more than that. Because we're talking about a yard game that even if you don't use exterior grade fasteners, it's still going to last you. You're still going to have a lot of fun with it. And I think like for a project like this, the main goal should be exactly that. Build something that's easy to put together that you're going to have fun with so that you and your family can make some memories. You know, we're not talking about something structural. We're not talking about something that has to hold up a lot of weight. I mean, it's not even a bench or a chair for crying out loud. So it's just have fun with this. It's a great build to get the kids involved in. And then you end up with a cool product at the end of it. Alright, so now that we got a frame made, we're going to put it up here, and let's see, let's find the better side. Ah, that's the better side. So we've got our prettier side of the plywood here, and we're going to start drilling or screwing this plywood into the bottom frame. Now you can tell there's a little bit of warp in my frame, but this 3/4 inch plywood, once we start screwing into it, it's going to suck that warp out of it and it's going to make it nice and flat. So let's get going. Now for the last step, we're going to take these 13.5 inch pieces. We're going to screw them in right there. 13.5 inches should get us pretty close to the right angle. It's actually, it might be a little shallow of an angle, but let's just pretend we're like not advanced players and we'd rather have an easier target to hit. So we're going to stick with 13.5 inches, and I think it's going to work out great for us. And there it is, folks, the finished product. This is the part where I would normally tell you in the video about what a great project this was, how much fun I had, how easy it was, but some dingus forgot to put the microphone on. I'm not going to point fingers, but it's that guy right there. Really, in summation, this was a really easy project, and we've had a lot of fun with these cornhole boards. I probably shot this footage 5 months ago, and since then it's been a permanent installation in the front yard. We've even trucked these out to friends' houses for barbecues and parties and things like that. We've just become known as the people who have cornhole boards. And when they cost almost $100 at the local big box store, why wouldn't you throw these together in your own home with scrap wood you got laying around? So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you didn't enjoy this video, you still watched it and you got this far. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're a professional cornhole player and have an issue with my shallow cornhole boards, well, you just can't play with me. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What's up, buddy? I'm gonna film this video. You ready?
I could get a chair.
Here, your chair? Chair there.
No,
No, not a rock chair. All right, ready? I'm gonna start talking about this. Oh, okay, you want to get on the frame?
Can you help me?
Yes, I can help you around this here. Where do you want the chair at?
Maybe I'll just see if you're doing good on camera.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. 3 of 3. Well, the first thing to do is plug in the saw that you're going to use. And it's not a project in my shop unless you're knocking stuff over. Perfect. Hey, go ahead and fall on over there, boo. Yeah, you too.